Welcome, team. Let's get right into it. I'm your host, and today I'm putting on my senior consultant hat to coach you through a masterclass explainer on a shift that is fundamentally rewiring how we work. We're going to break down exactly how to use AI to synthesize candidate context. But honestly, more importantly, we're going to talk about how to do it without face planting into the systemic traps that are catching so many talent acquisition leaders off guard right now.
Okay, listen, we need to establish this foundational truth right out of the gate. A fancy spreadsheet doesn't magically turn someone into a Wall Street whiz, right? It just makes a highly skilled analyst faster. Well, AI is exactly the same ballgame. It doesn't magically make you a master recruiter. What it does is simply amplify the intentionality, the critical thinking, and the hard-earned expertise you already bring to the table. If your underlying process is broken, AI is just going to help you execute that broken process at a terrifying speed.
So, here is our game plan for today's coaching session. We'll start with the foundation of intentionality, move into building layered candidate context, break down the AI synthesis workflow, talk about calibrating your AI judgment, and wrap up with avoiding common anti-patterns.
Starting right off with Section 1, the foundation of intentionality.
Before we even think about opening ChatGPT or whatever AI tool you're using, we really have to hit pause. Way too often, recruiting just runs purely on momentum. You know the drill. Well, this is how we've always sourced, or this is just how we do interviews. We have to stop passively sourcing and actually ask ourselves what exact outcomes we are trying to achieve here. Are we trying to reach underrepresented groups? Are we trying to rigorously verify technical skills before an on-site interview? That purposeful, deliberate decision-making, that's intentionality. And intentionality requires a rock-solid framework. It obviously starts by setting the goal, but from there, you absolutely must have consistency. Inconsistency is literally an open door for bias. Think about it. If you're asking one candidate a rigid set of questions and totally winging it with the next, well, that's where bias sneaks right in. If you want to level up your system, you don't need perfection on day one, but you do need consistency, and you need a concrete way to measure outcomes so you can constantly iterate on what actually works for your team. All right, moving right along to Section 2, building layered candidate context. Think of candidate context as having 5 distinct layers. You simply cannot rely on a single source anymore, guys. LinkedIn is fantastic for layer 1, core experience and job history. But remember, it's a curated highlight reel. If you want layer 2, the real technical depth, you've got to look at their GitHub or a portfolio to verify actual hands-on capability. Layering those together gives you layer 3, their growth trajectory. Layer 4 reveals their domain focus through industry history, and Layer 5 looks at external influence. We're talking blogs, conference talks, podcasts. Each source is just one piece of a giant puzzle. Now, chew on this scenario for a second. Let's say a candidate was at a major tech company for 2 solid years, but absolutely zero code was pushed to any public repositories during that entire time. What's the story there? Did they get promoted into middle management? Were they locked in a basement working on highly proprietary private code bases? Or are they just not a great fit for the hands-on engineering role you're trying to fill right now? The reality? That contradiction is absolute gold. Gaps and missing information aren't automatically red flags. They are targeted signals. We use these exact contradictions to craft highly personalized questions during our outreach. Saying something like, "Hey, I noticed you were at Company X for a couple years, but your open source activity was pretty quiet. What were you heavily focused on?" It proves to the candidate that you've genuinely done your homework. Instant trust builder. Which brings us to Section 3, the AI synthesis workflow. You don't just toss a name into an AI prompt and hope for the best. It takes a structured, disciplined workflow. Phase 1 is a rapid 5-minute skim of their profile and a quick web search just to check for a basic signal. Are they even worth your time? If the answer is yes, you graduate to Phase 2. That's a 15-minute deep dive, or you, the actual human being, look at their recent roles, gauge their GitHub complexity, maybe note a recent conference talk. Only then, in Phase 3, do you feed that highly structured intelligence over to your AI. Now, this is what a brilliant AI prompt actually looks like. Instead of lazily typing "research this person," which, trust me, invites all sorts of messy errors, you hand it the hard facts you've already gathered. You give it the exact titles, the years at Facebook and Stripe, the literal GitHub commit frequency. You are basically defining a strict sandbox that the AI is allowed to play in. When you feed it that kind of structured data, AI becomes your ultimate synthesis engine. It connects those disjointed dots, the job title, the company's growth stage, the commit history,
and spins it into a highly usable, coherent narrative about their technical depth and leadership capability. It literally turns 15 minutes of raw, scattered research into a punchy summary you can hand straight to a hiring manager.
Now, for the really crucial part, Section 4, calibrating your AI judgment.
So here's where we need to be incredibly careful. AI will confidently, sometimes aggressively, hallucinate capabilities. I'm talking literally fabricating a statistic out of thin air about a candidate's code efficiency, or inventing entirely fake citations for white papers they never even wrote. It misinterprets context constantly. For instance, it might see your note about 100 GitHub repos and confidently declare this person is a prolific open source contributor. But your human reality check reveals those 100 repos are just empty, irrelevant Hello World forks from a boot camp. Or it might assume a former Stripe engineer intimately knows every single payment system the company ever built. It's a massive over-inference.
And that leads us to the golden rule of using AI in recruiting. You use AI to generate hypotheses, never conclusions. You have got to maintain strict professional skepticism. If the AI summary says, wow, this looks like someone with world-class distributed systems expertise, you do not just copy-paste that into your applicant tracking system. You verify it. You look at their actual work. You talk to a reference. The AI suggests we human beings verify.
To effectively evaluate the task risk versus the AI's actual capability, you need a rapid-fire checklist to protect your process. Here are your 3 mandatory validation checkpoints. First, before outreach. Do I actually have a real human-verified signal to reference, or am I just relying on an AI's best guess? Second, right after the phone screen. Did the reality of that conversation actually match the AI's summary? And third, pre-interview, is the hiring manager completely aligned on what we know for a fact versus what we still desperately need to validate in the interview?
Finally, Section 5, avoiding common anti-patterns. All right, let's talk about the 4 major fouls I see teams making all the time. Implementing without a foundation means throwing a shiny new tool at your team without actually training them on it. Then you have measuring without acting. This is a massive trap, like meticulously tracking that you're hiring diverse candidates at a lower rate, but literally doing nothing to investigate or fix those disparities. Then there's the classic, trying to completely overhaul your tech stack and interview process overnight. Hello, burnout. And finally, launching a new tool without a sustainability plan, which just means the second a new recruiter joins, everyone reverts to the old, broken way of doing things. The fix for all this? Laser focus. You simply cannot fix your sourcing, your interviewing, and your entire AI stack all in one go. You have to pick one specific area. Pilot a single change, let's say using AI to synthesize GitHub profiles. Implement it really well, measure if it genuinely improves candidate quality, tweak your prompts, and hardwire it into your systems so it actually sticks. Once you've nailed that, then you scale it sustainably. So I'll leave you with this provocative thought to take back to your teams. Upgrading your AI toolkit isn't just about moving slightly faster or shaving 15 minutes off your reading time. Ultimately, this is about building a fairer, more consistent, and deeply intentional future for every single candidate you evaluate. So what is the one recruiting practice that would make the absolute biggest dent if you upgraded it today? Thanks for hanging out with me for this explainer team. Now get out there, use this playbook, and make it happen.